here with Rosie Benton.
Hi.
Can you please give us a quick introduction of who you are and what your role was?
Sure. Hi, I'm Rosie Benton, and I play Kimber Davies in Stickfly, the girlfriend of Flip LeVay, who comes home to meet the family for the weekend.
How has Stickfly helped you, your process in your career, or any involvement in your career? How has Stickfly?
Well, it's a really fun part that I get to play, so I think I get to use, I do a lot of dramas normally, so it's fun to do a comedy and it's fun to do a comedic role, and you really get to hone your technical comedic skills when you work on a show like this, because it's really set up for laughs, and I've learned a lot doing it, and these actors are so great. You learn a lot watching them, and they all have great careers, so you get to learn a lot about, you know, where to go from here, and it's been a real high-profile show, so a lot of people have seen it, so that's been nice.
Yes, definitely. So when you initially came into the process, what were your thoughts or feelings? Were you scared, nervous, or? Well,
I did it before with Kenny and Lydia up in Boston and DC, so I was excited to take the role and go further with it, and, you know, see what does it mean to do a show twice, what does it mean to do a character twice with a big, you know, year-and-a-half long break in between. So that was really, I was excited and nervous to sort of tackle something again, and to do it with new people is always really interesting. Yeah, mostly excited because it's such a great play.
Cool. So doing it before and coming into it on a Broadway level, how did the costumes affect you? How did they bring your character into life? Like, how did you expect?
Yeah, I think the costumes, you can work with the costume designer and, you know, say what you want, and then you really get an idea of like how the world sees your character by how the costume designer says, like, this is what I think you should wear, and it's like, well, maybe there's something about the character that I'm missing, and what does it mean that I'm putting on these pants or this coat? And, you know, Kimber this time around was a lot more polished, and I liked that, because then you can watch her slowly become unpolished and relaxed, and, you know, you get less. I think costumes help people create an image, and then to have that image change throughout the show is what is so interesting about hair and makeup and costumes. You can think something about a character at the beginning, and then by the end you see them totally differently, simply because of what they're wearing, or, you know, how they decide to do their hair, and I love that. So.
Yes. So if there was one thing that you could change about the process, what would it be and why?
I always wish we had more rehearsal, because especially now that we're closing, I look back on it and I think, oh, I wish we had done that moment differently or that moment differently. But what's amazing about theater is, you know, you're stuck with you're stuck with that exact moment that you're in, and I love that. You know, it has to come to an end, the show has to be over, you have to go on stage at that exact time, you can't be late, you can't decide not to do it. So, all things being equal, I think it was a really, really excellent process, and maybe I would just say I'd love to have rehearsed it more, you know, but you can't do that because there's lots of money and theaters waiting.
Yeah.
So that's all I would say.
Okay. Can you explain the process or the chemistry that was built on set and off the set, like between the cast?
We all get along so well, and that's really rare because actors are a little crazy. But I think we really fostered a sense of game playing, you know, and that's also in the play. The characters play a lot of games, which meant that there was a levity to it. It was like, let's go out there and have fun, and we're not having fun, let's do something to have fun. Let's push each other in a way that will make it light and fun and exciting and not heavy, and because the play has a lot of heavy, you know, moments and a lot of heavy issues involved, and if you keep it light, then those issues can come through in a more clear way than sort of beating people over the head with it. So the cast really had a good time, and that's the most important thing in theater, I think.
Okay, so what's next for you?
I'm going to LA, and it's pilot season, so I'm just auditioning for a bunch of TV shows, and we'll see what happens. But that's the good thing about this biz, you never know what's next.
All right, well, good luck with everything.
Thank you so much. You're the best.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you got it?